Good afternoon, this is Michael with Michelangelo's Plumbing, Inc. and Clearview Sewer Camps, Inc. We are performing a video waste line and sewer line inspection through a 4-inch cast iron cleanout in the bathroom area at the front of the building closest to Raymond Street. And we are located at 1617 Raymond Avenue, Monrovia, California, 91016. We're going to pause for just we can go ahead. Sorry about that. Trying to find a towel to wipe my camera lens off with, and I do have it. We're going to run just a tiny bit of water in the sink just to get the cloth wet. Wipe the camera lens off real good. Get a good clear picture. There we go. The bathroom's kind of dark. This is the sink I was just talking about. There's a door that goes out to the front, toilet, and our 4-inch cast iron cleanout. I'm going to set our camera right at the front of the cleanout. I'm going to zero out our camera monitor so we get a good accurate reading. Okay, we're going to begin pushing through. Now we're pushing out. Got some buildup and a little bit of debris in the cast iron. Would probably need to be hydrojetted as long as it's still intact. As long as we don't see any major breaks or holes in the cast iron, we can try and clean the line and descale the line, make it a lot smoother, possibly even epoxy the line. Pushing out. Pushing out, I believe, toward Monrovia Avenue. Making some turns. Kind of difficult to try and push out because of the turns in the line. Now we're going to pause for just a moment. We're going to run some water. We're at about 29 feet. We're going to locate this area. Then we're going to run some water. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to continue trying to push out. We located this area and we're pretty close to where the area was located by somebody else. It's kind of tough to get through. Because of the fittings, not much of a sweep to get into it. We're going to try. Okay, we're going to pause here for a moment. I'm going to change cameras and try something else. Okay, we've switched the cameras. We're going to get our mini camera running. See if we can push our mini camera through. Our large camera, the Sea Snake, is a lot more rigid and very difficult sometimes to get through turns. So we're in the same bathroom, we've got water running in the sink to try and help us clean the line and push out. We're going to set our camera right at the opening of the clean out and zero out our camera monitor. Get a good accurate reading. We're going to begin pushing our camera out. And there are quite a few turns in this line which make it difficult. All these fittings are older, so they don't have the sweep that you would normally have with newer ABS plastic fittings or some other type of fittings that would make it easier to get around. We were at approximately 29 feet, so we're going to push out to there and see what happens when we get to that point, if we get past the fitting there. And again, we're at 29 feet. Just going to have to try and see if we can push our way through. We've made the turn pretty good. Okay, we've made it past that turn, and we're going to continue to try and push out. A little bit difficult with the turns in there. We've got almost 32 feet. And we're going to pause for one moment and just check our location. Put our locator on. Okay, I'm going to continue to try and push out. locator on and try and see where we're at here. Pause for a moment. Okay, we are pretty close to the same area as we were earlier when the camera read 32 feet. But this camera's a lot lighter, and it will kind of snake in the lane a little bit where it'll go back and forth and read that it's out a whole lot further. This is at 42 feet, but we're out at the same place we were at about 29 something. But we're going to continue to try and push out. I'm going to pause right here for a moment. I'm going to continue to try and push out. Pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to continue to try pushing out. Pause for another moment. Okay, we've located this area. We're going to continue to push out. Okay, we located this area at approximately 2 foot 5 inches deep in a small courtyard out in front of the building. We're just next to the wrought iron fence in the same courtyard where the folks had marked it before that ran the camera. We're only getting out a couple inches at a time. We're going to locate and mark this area. Okay, we marked this area by the wrought iron fence that is closest to the left driveway of the building, and we marked it with a red crayon, approximately 2 foot 6 inches deep. We're going to pause right here. Okay, we shut down the water in the bathroom from 1617 Raymond Avenue. Now we've turned on the water from 1617 Raymond Avenue, the building right next door, or the parcel next door. They're divided. And we've got water running again. This may come running right back behind us. So the line from the bathroom next door may come in right back behind us and tie right into the line that we're running our camera down into. So we're going to start pulling our camera out. Try and see if there's a Y fitting or anything where the water stops. Water's still moving, coming back toward our clean out in the bathroom of 1619 Raymond Avenue, where we ran through the 4-inch cast iron clean out. We're still pulling back, water's still running. And we've got some fittings that we went through. Now we're making a turn. Now we'll see if it's coming in here. And the water's still coming in from behind us, because we don't have any other water running. Water's still running. Give me another turn. And this is our tie-in from next door. So we're going to pause for just one moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, there's water running right now. As you can see it, where I located it. Now when I pull back a little tiny bit, this is the other Y coming back here toward this clean out. Now there's no water running.
I see. Is that clay you're talking about?
This is cast iron, but the clay's out further. This is all cast iron. Now I'm coming back toward this clean out. Okay.
You could take a few years and become a doctor.
Do colonoscopies.
Yeah.
No.
What did you do?
We're going to pause for a moment. Okay. We moved our equipment out to the sidewalk area where we located a sewer clean out. And we are, as you're facing the buildings at 1617 and 1619 Raymond Avenue, on the left-hand side of the buildings in the sidewalk area, there is a 4-inch cast iron clean out. And we pulled the plug out. And there's our cast iron plug. We believe this is going to run out to Railroad Avenue. And we've transitioned somewhere along the line between the building and here, which is about 25 feet. We've transitioned to vitreous clay from what it looks like. So we're going to see here. Or maybe still cast iron right there. I could be wrong. It looked like vitreous clay, but this has buildup in it that looks like cast iron. So apparently it's still cast iron right here. Now we're running out toward Railroad Avenue. We got some buildup in the cast iron and some scaling, which is very common. Very possibly it could be epoxied, or even pull a trenchless line. We're going to continue to run out. Yeah, something right there, can't tell what it is on the side, piece of debris or something that just fell over. Probably washed through in time. It's still cast iron. We're going to look for other tie-ins, possibly from the building on the corner. I believe the building on the corner will probably run out by itself. I said you got some scaling and build up. We have a little bit of water running from a sink. 16, 17. Really hard to tell. That does appear to be clay. And now back to cast iron. We might have had a section of clay in there, and then we got a section and going back to cast iron. So we're running out now toward Railroad Avenue. At about 85 feet. We're going to just push briskly to get out, and then we'll pull back a little bit slower. We'll shut the water down and get a better look at it. At about 100 feet. We should drop into the city sewer here pretty soon. And yeah, we went right underwater, which could possibly be a tie-in. Don't see anything. We're going to keep running out a little bit further and double check it. Might have a little belly in the line. Be underwater. Yeah, we had a little belly in the line. We came out of it. And now we're making a turn, and there's the city sewer.
All right.
We drop into the city sewer on Railroad Avenue, approximately 138 feet 10 inches on the camera monitor. I'm going to pause for a moment. Okay, we're going to locate this area, mark it with a dot of white paint.
I mean, 'cause when it rains, it's just a flood. I know they have to be cleared out. So that picture's underground. So the sewer line's on the other side of the street? Yeah, that makes sense.
There's another clean out right here too.
Ah,
I have a feeling that that building does tie in. We couldn't see it.
which one?
Oh, clean out right there.
All right.
Okay. We located this area and we marked this area with a white arrow on Railroad Avenue, intersecting this Raymond, intersecting Raymond Avenue. So we've marked that with a white arrow, and it is approximately 4 foot 9 inches deep. So now we're going to shut off our locator And we're going to begin pulling back now. And it is cast iron. It's cast iron all the way out there. It appeared that it might have been clay, but it's not. You got a little belly right here in this area. Not terrible. It's not that long of a belly. You get a little dip in the piping. Still have a little bit of water running, draining down. We've shut the water off, but it's still draining down a little bit from a faucet running. Pull back slowly and take a look at the line. Line has quite a bit of debris and buildup. A lot of scaling. Continue to pull back. The cast iron still appears to be intact. I didn't see any breaks or holes in it or anything. The cast iron from this period when the building was built, about 1955, 56, somewhere in that area, the cast iron was a whole lot better than what it is now. Cast iron of that period would generally last at least 80 to 100 years at least. And the cast iron that is manufactured today, generally you get somewhere around 15 years at the most. We continue to pull back, pulling back toward our 4-inch cast iron clean out in the sidewalk area. Again, just scaling, build up. In the cast iron line. Pulling back toward our clean out. Water has pretty much subsided from the sink running. Pulling back toward our clean out. Little debris in the line. That will conclude our waste line and sewer line inspection. Thank you.